Good evening. I'm real close to the camera, y'all. Sorry. Good evening. It is Tuesday, February the 27th, 2024, and it is time for Team Tuesday. I'm your hostess, Lanicia Mayberry. The mission statement is to bring strength, independence, and empowerment to individuals and their families by bringing confidence and financial freedom, by building confidence and financial. Daggone it. To bring strength, independence, and empowerment to individuals and their families by building confidence and financial freedom through affordable fashion. While $5 jewelry may not change the world, we believe those who wear it will. Our team scripture is Proverbs 10:4. The hands of the diligent shall prosper. Our team mantra is saving souls from poverty and building generational wealth, $5 at a time. And our team motto is habits reflect the mission. Good evening, Team Hustlin' Honeys and Homies. Good evening, Papa siblings. Good evening, YouTube. If you're watching live, please comment live. If you're watching a replay, if you're watching live, please comment hustle hard. If you're watching a replay, please comment replay. And you guys, please do the comments. Can you do that for me? Okay. All right. I don't have on any jewelry today. I didn't realize I didn't have on any until like 30 seconds before the video started. So that wasn't enough time to walk away and get some. So forgive me. Oh Lord, it's hot. Blow right here. Don't move. Okay, right there. Right there. Okay. All right. So it's Tuesday and we are here and I see y'all piling on in. Thank you so much for my surprise from Amazon. You're welcome. Not sure which one of the three of y'all that is, but you're very welcome. Thank you for participating in the pop quiz question last week. Okay, so you guys, y'all gonna have to bob and weave with me today a little bit. Okay? All right, okay. So we got an email today. That I didn't pull up ahead of time. Forgive me, y'all. Y'all forgive me? Please forgive me. This has been such a crazy day. There we go. There it is right there. All right, so we're going to pull it up like that. I have too many tabs open. That's problem number one. Okay. I'm getting it together. I'm coming, y'all. I'm getting it together. Okay, so I just wanted to review this email with you if you have not already seen it. Okay? This is very important information right here. Okay? All right. At 10 p.m. Mountain Time on Tuesday, which is today. So that is midnight Eastern, 11 p.m. Central, and 9 Pacific time. The Paparazzi website, our replicated website, okay? PaparazziAccessories.com and the Paparazzi app will be temporarily unavailable while we perform some routine maintenance and introduce new security updates. We want to let you know that as a result of these security updates, any credit card information you may have stored on your account will be removed. After the updates are complete, you will need to resave any credit or debit card information you may be using when placing orders with us. Saving a card on your account is recommended as it provides a faster and more streamlined checkout process. The process of resaving your payment details is easy, and you will be guided through it the next time you make a purchase. However, if you'd like to avoid having to add your payment information when placing your next order, we suggest adding a credit card to your account beforehand. To do so, follow the steps below. Here are the steps. Okay? Everybody received this email. Everybody received this email, okay? It is titled Paparazzi Website Maintenance Tonight. Check your email browser, search it, and read the rest of it. Jessica, you're welcome. It said you weren't going to get it till Thursday. Well, I'm glad you got it early. And you're welcome. Very important information. Please, you guys, let your teams know that information is out there. would hate to happen to anybody is for them not to have that information and go in to try to get new releases tomorrow, and they're like, oh, information, and we got the timer now. We know what's coming out ahead of time. It would suck for the countdown to end. You got all your stuff on your wish list. You get to that final page and have to type in them 16 digits, especially if you don't have them memorized and got to go find the card. Now, I say that knowing that there are some team members that just you can't get in touch with them if their house was on fire. I understand that. But please do your due diligence as a leader and try to contact your folk and let them know that if that information needs to be re-input into the system, how to do it, and that it won't be there tomorrow if they don't. That's what I read. Ain't that what y'all read? That's what I read. Okay, so that's that. I don't think there's any more announcements. You guys, please forgive me. Just so many crazy things going on in my life, as I'm sure y'all's lives too. I don't see anything on the paparazzi page. Okay, so no announcements there. All right, so let's jump right into tonight's talk. Okay, not a TED talk. It's a Tonight talk. That's my middle name, if y'all didn't know. Like Renee with a T. Okay, so I wanted to speak with you all tonight about the springtime. The spring is here. The weather is warming up. We're having more sunshine. The grass is growing faster than I would like it to. All right. And we have these bomb drops in the back office of just, oh my gosh, the cutest jewelry ever, right? March is coming. March is Friday, you guys. Yeah. March is Friday. Tiffany said, mine arrived. I haven't picked it up. I forgot to stop at the box. I went to work event and was drinking. Ooh, girl. I was wondering what right for Amazon. You're welcome. Y'all throwing me off now. Wait. So springtime. So, before I get into that, everybody who's watching right now, I want you to put in the comments how long you've been in the business, whether it's a month, 2 months, a year, 8 years. How long have you been in the business? Please put that in the comments, because what I'm about to say is for everybody, but pertains to different consultants different ways. Right? Right. So go ahead, put in the comments how long. Somebody says 7 years. Let's go, 7 years. All right. I need to know how long you have been in the business. So I'm going to talk to my newbies first, my new babies. Hey, new babies. Okay, so most likely you have not experienced March with paparazzi before. So I'm trying to contain myself because March is so exciting, right? We call it Mega March. It's so much happens in March, okay? March is such an exciting time in the business. My first March in the business, there were so many amazing drops every day. I remember using my car note money to get jewelry and then having to hustle up that money back. But and I don't recommend that, but at the time I was just like, I gotta have it. Okay, so why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because it's vitally important that you are selling your jewelry and restocking your inventory. It's vitally important that you have the new stuff. Okay, as a new consultant, as a person that is building your brand in this business, how you build your brand, how you smooth out your foundation in this business is vital. And so it's important to review spring colors and make sure you have those types of pieces in your inventory. Why? Because people are starting to dress for the spring. They're wearing the lighter, I call them Easter colors, right? All the pastels, right? The corals and the yellows and the baby blues and the it's a girl pink, that powder pink, and white is coming back. I can't wait to wear white. I'm one of those people that, sometimes I don't wear white after Labor Day. Sometimes I do. It just depends. But this year I've behaved myself according to my grandmother, and I haven't worn white. So I'm ready for white again. All of the bright colors people are waiting to wear, and they're looking to accessorize those outfits. So when you are newer in the business, okay, it's very important that you stock your inventory with these types of pieces, but not just do it willy-nilly. You want to do it, intentionally. What I mean about intentionally is you don't want to just get the coral bracelet, right? You want to look for coral earrings and necklaces and rings so that you can make a set. Now, sometimes paparazzi makes that easy for us to make those sets. They come out as a set in the first place. Sometimes not so much. Sometimes it looks one color on the screen, and then when you get it, you're like, oh, this looks coral and this looks orange, right? And you have to match something else with it. I don't know if I'm helping or hurting right now. What I'm trying to say is, what you do now builds you into the summer. This business is like a snowball. Okay? Anybody ever made a snowball before? Snowball starts out really small and compact, and you have to pack it tight, right? If it's loose, your ball's going to come apart. It's not going to have a strong hit. It's going to be very difficult to grow it. So in the beginning, you got to pack it tight. Pack it tight. And then the tighter you pack it, when you roll it and you pack some more and you roll it and you pack some more, after a while, you no longer have to pack because that thing is so big and so massive, it's going to automatically just pick up snow and get bigger and bigger. What does this have to do with your business? Well, right now is when you need to be packing tight in the springtime. Packing tight your brand, packing tight your business, packing tight your name as the jewelry lady, jewelry man, jewelry person. Okay? If you sometimey, that's gonna be your brand. If you always got the new, that's gonna be your brand. If you the queen or king of putting sets together, that's gonna be your brand. What is your brand? That's for you to figure out, not for me to tell you. Everybody has to find their own way. And the only way you find that is by spending some time with your jewelry. Okay? I hope that made sense. To my veterans, you already have some spring-like pieces in your inventory. I can almost guarantee it. Right? Right. You've got some pieces that you've been looking at for a few years that you bought years ago that you thought, man, this is hot. This is going to go. And it didn't. Right? Right. How do I know? I know. So what do you do right now? You need to sit down with those pieces. You need to re-experience those pieces. What do I mean? You need to pull them out and look at them, touch them, feel them. Because the thing of it is, when you bought it, you were excited about it. That's why you bought it, right? What was it about this piece when new releases came out? I'm gonna use these as an example because I found these. I sat with my jewelry this weekend. I found these somewhere they did not belong. I didn't know I still had these. Can y'all see that? I'm gonna have to take the blur off. These are teardrop oil spill earrings. Baby, when these came out, I thought people were gonna stab each other over these earrings. And then Alicia Wright Williams brought them back as I think her diamond piece. But the excitement about that piece, that emotional attachment that we had to these pieces, we need to tap back into that, kind of fall back in love with this piece so that we can match other items with it and release them as a family. Are y'all following me? Am I making sense? I hope y'all are following me. So you need to take some time. I know it's more fun with the new stuff, right? Because it's just like Christmas time. When your new toys come, you're like, old toy, what? I don't hear you. Okay? I got this new stuff right here. All right. And my new Barbie always was on the pedestal. All the old Barbies that, my brother done took the head off or drew actual body parts on, missing a leg and stuff, over to the side with your old clothes and everything. But this new one right here. But what I should have done was made them a family and play with them all together because I was building a collection. But we don't want to build a collection with our jewelry, right? We're not hoarders. We're not building museums. Lord have mercy. No, we are not. We are hustling hard, selling our jewelry, making our money. Honey. Right? Right. Let me get into my notes before I get too far ahead of myself. So I wanted to talk to you all tonight about tapping into your brilliance. Tapping into your brilliance. All of us have some level of brilliance. And your brilliance speaks to you on the daily basis. Yes, it does. Some of us say, that's a good idea, and we run with it. Some of us say, that's a great idea, but I can't do that. I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not techie enough. I'm not insert whatever your I'm not is, right? The truth of the matter is, your brilliance will not speak to you and say those things if you weren't capable of doing it. Now, that don't mean Becky's brilliance. Your brilliance. Let's talk about fast food restaurants. Fast food restaurants. Put your favorite fast food restaurant in the comments. We're going to talk about fast food restaurants. Because all restaurants did not start out that way. They were just restaurants. McDonald's used to just be a burger joint, right? Mm-hmm. The need for fast food came along when cars became more popular among Americans, when more people could afford cars and were in such a hurry to get places in their cars. They didn't want to go in and sit down at a restaurant. They wanted to get their stuff at the window and go. So the main two I'm going to talk to y'all about is McDonald's and Chick-fil-A. And there's so many other examples, but these two are nationwide. Like a lot of them aren't nationwide. Like In-N-Out's not everywhere. Jack in the Box not everywhere. Whataburger's not everywhere. White Castle's not everywhere. Crystal's is not everywhere. But McDonald's and Chick-fil-A pretty much are. Okay. So back in 2001, I was the overnight manager at the second 24-hour McDonald's in San Antonio. Yes, millennials, McDonald's was not always 24 hours. I think it's back to not being 24 hours. I don't know. I don't be out that late no more. I'm old and scared. But I was the overnight manager at the second 24-hour McDonald's in San Antonio. I worked 11 at night to 7 o'clock in the morning. And I was always surprised at how much business we had at that time of the night. But especially on Thursday nights going into Friday night going into Saturday. Why? People leaving the club, they want to grow up, right? That drive-through line is always ridiculous on those nights. Why am I using this as an example? Because McDonald's evolved. It started out as just a family restaurant where everybody came in, sat down, ate their burgers, and left. Then they put the play center in there. They made it a drive-through, and now I wanted to find something for you all. The drive-through has 2 lanes now, and you can get McDonald's delivered to you. And I wanted to find this because I posted about it years ago, and it's so funny to me. This came up in my Facebook memories a while back, and I said, wow, I wonder if somebody read this post and ran with it. But my post, October 4th, 2010, which really wasn't that long ago, guys, I put McDonald's should deliver. And now it does. You can have your McDonald's delivered to your house. Why? Because McDonald's evolved. You can order your McDonald's online. You can have a McDonald's app. You can McDonald's is not just the sit-in restaurant anymore. They thought outside the box and evolved over time. Y'all with me? I see y'all restaurants on here. We got Chick-fil-A, In-N-Out, Chick-fil-A, Wendy's. All right. Nobody else likes fast food, I'm guessing. Y'all not gonna talk back to me? I need y'all to talk back to me now. Okay, so you can still put your restaurants in. So that's my first example of evolving. They had an issue with drive-throughs, so they made 2 lanes, and you have to merge the lanes, and that gets you through a little bit faster. But baby, Chick-fil-A, did you want even better? Not only do they have 2 lanes, but they have you don't drive out to a window at Chick-fil-A. I think they have 3 lanes. There's one not too far from me. There's 3 lanes at the Chick-fil-A, and there's no drive-through window. There's a walkout door. I don't know what they call it, but that's what I call it, a walkout door, where a person physically walks out the door to your car and hands you your order. You're not going to be in a line a long time at Chick-fil-A. You're not. Because they thought outside the box. They were like, with a window, we can only serve 1 person at a time. But if we put this door right here, we can have several people walk out to the vehicles and give them their food and get them out faster. And we're going to buy a fleet of little bitty Toyotas, and we're going to deliver. And we're going to put Chick-fil-A logos all over the car, so that when people see our vehicles driving through the city, we're going to be on their mind like, oh, yeah, Chick-fil-A, that sounds good. I'm going to order me some. I'm going to go get me some. You don't see no McDonald's car. The car your McDonald's shows up in looks like a regular vehicle, because it's Joe Schmo doing his side hustle in his vehicle, dropping off your McDonald's. So McDonald's is not being advertised on the way to your house, but Chick-fil-A is. What am I saying? What does all this have to do with our business? Think outside the box. Tap into your brilliance. Am I saying Chick-fil-A is more brilliant than McDonald's? No. McDonald's going to come with something else to keep them. Hey, guys, sit down. Sorry. McDonald's is going to come up with something else to keep them relevant in the business, to keep them up with the Chick-fil-A's of the world. And now that McDonald's added the 2 lanes, other restaurants have followed suit. It's very rare now to pull up at a restaurant that only has 1 drive-through lane, right? Yes, the door is cool. I love White Castles. Oh my God. Best laxative ever. My God. Woo! I wish they would put a White Castles in San Antonio. It's a crime that you can only buy the frozen burgers in the store. I digress. What am I saying to you all? You have to think outside the box. You have to think, you have to evolve with the business. Otherwise, your business will end up businesses such as Radio Shack, Blockbuster, Nobody Beats the Wiz, Circuit City, Toys R Us. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. I'm really shocked Redbox is still out there. I don't know if anybody still get Redbox movies. They're still out there for some reason. So my point is, if you're not remaining consistent in your business, staying in your customers' faces, making your inventory easily accessible to your customers, you don't want to find yourself in a position where can't nobody find you, right? Which goes back to my statement of your brilliance speaks to you every day. Something in your mind clicks about your business daily. Go ahead, tell me it don't. If it doesn't, then you not really in it for real. And I say that respectfully. But those of us who every day we're thinking, how can I make my business bigger? How can I make my business my main thing and nothing else? Every day our brilliance is tapping on us. And sometimes it's with the same idea that we just haven't come through with yet. Sometimes it's different ideas. But you need to tap into that. You cannot fail. Let me say that again for the people in the back. You, yes, you cannot fail. What's going to happen? You're going to learn. You're going to learn how to do it better. You're going to learn how to improve on model one. But you cannot fail. That's not an option. I wish that word didn't exist, because that word scares so many people out of achieving the things that they're able to achieve. They're so afraid of failure instead of being aware of learning how to do it better. But you can't learn how to do it better if you don't test out the blueprint. What if the Wright brothers were afraid of failure? What if Henry Ford was afraid of failure? And I named them, and don't Black History Month me, you guys. I named them because those are some really, transportation wise, can you imagine if we didn't have planes and cars? Can you imagine still being in a wagon with a horse? Can you imagine going to EMP on a wagon with a horse? And the possibility of not making it there because you might get influenza and die on the way. I mean, you guys, think about it. Think about it. Your brilliance could be the difference in so many people's businesses. I don't know who started the messy piles, but I think that's awesome. The messy pile pictures, awesome. Making reels, awesome. Facebook parties, awesome. But you know what else is awesome, you guys? That I say it all the time, and y'all just kind of roll your eyes like I ain't doing that. Home parties, you guys, please try it. Try it. Try it. Home parties are so amazing. Number one, they're fun to set up. It's fun to set your jewelry up and put it on display and watch people come in and marvel over it and look at it and try it on, and their faces light up every time they ask you, and this is $5, and this is $5, and this is $5. So much money is available to you at the home party. If you do not have the audience to go live, listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. If you do not have the audience to go live, you need to create it at a home party. Huh? I'm not saying stop going live. I'm saying have a home party, show your stuff, and tell the people, yeah, and I'm live on this day and this time on this channel. Here go my business page. Here go my profile name. Take out your phone. Let's be Facebook friends. You need to grow your audience. If marketing is not your thing, if networking online is not your thing yet, because you need to learn how to do that. That's it's real simple, but if it's not your thing, you're gonna have to find other means of creating that audience while making money. I wish y'all would trust me on that. Oh, I wish y'all would trust me on that. I'm not lying to you. Do I have to get Michelle Johnny and Michelle Egan to come on here and tell y'all how they used to build their Michelle Johnny used to trap Michelle Johnny, if you don't know, 7-figure earner, paparazzi, been in paparazzi from the very beginning, used to travel from Utah to Louisiana to do vending events. Huh? You think she was coming out of pocket for that? No. Her jewelry sales was paying for that. Why? Because there's money to be made when you get the jewelry in the people's face. Showing it on here, yeah, that's cute. That's fine. Continue to do that if that's working for you. But you can get more people to you if you get out to them in person. Why? Because some of y'all ain't gonna make your Facebook page public so they can see you. And that's got to happen if you want to grow your audience. Huh? Some of y'all are not going to respond to the people who say things to you when you post. Some of you don't post. Some of you don't post things that are interesting for people to say things to respond. And this is not any shade on anybody. I'm just telling you what is required to build that audience to get them to come to your live. This is not me coming down on you at all. Please don't feel like that. I am speaking from my heart and experience. In order to get people to your live on social media, you have to be social. And if you're not a social person, you gotta let the jewelry speak for you. Have a party. Not a whole lot needs to be said at a home party. The jewelry is doing all the talking. It's twinkling and shining and blinking and say, yes, pick me. Mm-hmm. Yep. Try it. And then come back and tell me. I ain't gonna say I told you. I promise I won't. I'm gonna just smile at you and say, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. But I want that for all of y'all so bad. I just can't want it for you more than you want it for yourself. I'm over my time. Let's look at the comments. All right. Somebody said, I've seen that door. I think it's cool. Yeah, next time I go to Chick-fil-A, I don't go often. I'll try to take a picture of the door. I'm always reminded of my business. Y'all, I could be sitting in church and the preacher be preaching, and the whole time, like the sermon, somehow I'm relating it to my business. I constantly have to turn my mind back to what's being said, but there'll be trigger words said that just send me down a rabbit hole for the business. I'll be like, oh, come back. You're going to have to review this at home and take the notes. I'm telling you, almost everything I hear remind me of the business. Tiffany said, home parties. Someone said, I just booked a home party for March. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you. I want to know the outcome. Who is that? Inbox me the date of your party, please. I want to know so I can follow up with you. Hello, I'm late. I'll watch the replay. Okay. I just had a private home party with 2 ladies. Made $100 in an hour. That's what I'm talking about right there. Where else are you going to go and legally, make $100 in an hour at your house, barefoot, chilling? Hello. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I experienced. I had an open house years ago at my party. It's Millie. And the party is March 16th. Yes, Millie. I want to hear all about it. Right before, see, that's so smart. Right before St. Patrick's Day, girl, take your green. Take Yo, green them out. Of course, I know, Millie, I ain't gotta tell you nothing. You know what to do. I know you know what to do. I know you know what to do. I'm excited for you. Tiffany said, I just said I need to reach out to see some people for some home parties. I love vending events. Yes, you are. That is gold. Yeah, I've seen people sign up 10 new consultants at a home party because everybody can't. And right now, it's easier than ever because the kits are $99 and $20. Okay, if you see somebody picking up $100 worth of jewelry, out of your mouth should be, girl, you should just join. Okay. All right, I put some other stuff in the notes for this video that I was going to talk to y'all about that I didn't even touch on, and I'm over my time. So I'm going to go over it very, very briefly. I know one of them was the holidays in March. In March, we have National Jewelry Day, which is March the 13th. Please start thinking about how you are going to market that, what you are going to do for that day or leading up to that day. That is a great day for your business and your brand. St. Patrick's Day is March the 17th, 4 days later. Okay, you want to have your green. Paparazzi is doing a really good job putting out the shamrocks and the different St. Patrick's Day themed items. Easter is March the 31st. This is a great time to be looking for those Easter-like pieces in the back office. And again, your pastels, your corals and yellows and pinks and all those pretty, the lavenders, all those pretty bright spring colors. Okay. All right. I think that was everything in my notes. Was it? We talked about a Mega March. Oh, so in the past, I want to say 2 years, maybe 3, Paparazzi has done something unprecedented, and I hope they keep it up for this year. And that was adding a 6th day of new releases. So we would have new releases Monday through Friday, and then Saturday we would get new releases, I think at noon Eastern time. That would be noon, 11, 10, and 9. Okay. If that is going to happen, the announcement will come out when the month switches from February to March. So that would be March 1st at midnight Eastern time, and it'll still be February 29th everywhere else, 11, 10, and 9. Please pay attention to your emails when the month is changing over. That is your, not only the emails, but the announcements on the paparazzi page. Okay. That is when those announcements come out, and it gives you first dibs on the information for the promotion for the month. Last thing that I will leave you all with note-wise, my schedule at my job is changing. I'll still be at home, but I'll be working 2 to 11, which means most likely, I don't know for sure yet, but most likely my lunchtime will move back 2 hours, which means Team Tuesday will move back 2 hours. As soon as I know, I will let you all know, and I'll put reminders on the team page. But 7:30 will no longer be the time for Team Tuesday. I'm so sorry. I have no control over that right now, but please know I'm working daily to get control over that. Wink, wink, smile, smile. Okay, so it's looking like 5:30 right now. I really won't know for sure until it changes over. The very last thing I want to leave you all with is this quote I found online pertaining to today's talk. It says, your brand is what other people say about you when you're not in the room. And that's from Jeff Bezos, CEO of Amazon. What does that mean? That means just what I was saying earlier. Are they saying she that girl that always got the new stuff? She that girl who makeup and jewelry is always on point. She that girl who or he, they jewelry don't never match what they got on. That person is so sometimes they show up and sometimes they don't. That person got all the adventure stuff. What are they saying about you when you're not in a room? What is your brand? And if that's not what you want to be your brand, what are you going to do to change it? Rhetorical question. That's between you, your God, and your business. All right. So that's all I have for you all tonight. I think Tiffany put all the notes on here for y'all. Thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate you. You guys, I love you. Everything I ever tell you comes from my heart and comes to you with love. I want you to succeed, but you have to want it for yourself more than I do. All right. I will see y'all next week, 2 hours earlier. In the meantime, though, as always, continue to hustle hard. Bye, y'all.